For question 15, we have the quantity 2a minus 5 minus the quantity 3a plus 5. Here, I'm just going to be simply combining like terms, and when I have the subtraction sign here, I need to remember that I can add it, I can make it a positive, and I need to change the inside of the parentheses to the opposite. Or what I'm essentially doing is distributing a -1 to each term in the second polynomial. So I've got 2a minus 5 minus 3a, or plus -3a minus 1, changing this to the opposite and making this a negative. So 2a plus -3a is a -1a, or negative a, and -5 minus 1 is a -6. So -a minus 6. So that will give us the answer of C. For problem 16, I'm going to just distribute the 3m squared to each term in the binomial. So I've got 3m squared times 2m squared is a 6m to the 4th power, because I will add my exponents. And now I will distribute the 3m squared to the second term in the polynomial. So 3m squared times a -m is a -3m to the 3rd power. So that gives us an answer of D. For problem 17, I need to distribute the 3 and the -x to the quantities behind them, distribute them out, and then I'll combine my like terms. So I've got 3 times x squared gives me 3x squared. 3 times 2x is a plus 6x. And then I've got -x times x is a -x squared. And I've got a -x times a -1, and that's a positive x. So I've got my like terms here. And that will give us 3x squared minus x squared is 2x squared. And 6x plus x is a plus 7x. So that gives us an answer of B. For problem 18, that is very similar to problem 16, where we got to change this to a positive and make all of these the opposites. So it's 9t squared plus 4t minus 6 plus t plus -t squared, because it was a positive up here. So plus -t squared. And then the -2t becomes a positive 2t, so plus 2t, and the positive 4 becomes a -4. So now I'll combine my like terms. Here in red, it's our t squared, so 9t squared plus -t squared is 8t squared. And then I've got 4t and 2t, so 4t plus 2t is 6t, so plus 6t. And then I've got minus 6 plus -4, so a -6 plus a -4 is a -10, so that's minus 10. So that will give us an answer of A. For problem number 19, I'm going to start by distributing each number in front of the quantities. So for the first part, here I've got 2a squared times 5a, and that leaves me with 10a to the 3rd power. I'm adding my exponents on the a's. Then I've got 2a squared times -6, and that leaves me with a -12a squared. On the second piece here in the black, I've got -5a times a squared, and that will leave me with a -5a cubed. I'm lining these up vertically so I can combine my like terms that way. So I'm lining them up by like term. And then -5 times -3 is a positive 15a squared. And again, -5a times 4 is a -20a. Then on this last piece down here, I've got -7 times a is a -7a. And -7 times -5 is a positive 35. Then I will combine my like terms vertically. 10a cubed minus 5a cubed is 5a cubed. Negative 12a squared plus 15a squared is a positive 3a squared. Negative 20a plus negative 7a is a negative 27a, and then plus 35, which leaves us with an answer of A. For problem 20, I will just be combining my like terms because it is a plus sign here, so there's nothing special I need to do. So in blue, I've got my c squareds. 3c squared plus c squared is 4c squared. Here in red, I've got just c to the first power, so negative 8c plus another negative 8c is a negative 16c or minus 16c. And then in the black here, we've got 5 plus negative 6 is a negative 1 or a minus 1. So that will leave me with the answer of C. Problem 21 is a lot like problem 19 that we just did, so I got to distribute, and then I'll combine I will distribute each piece, and as I'm doing that, I'll line them up vertically to combine my like terms. So in the first part, I've got 3b squared times 4b leaves me with 12b to the third power. I'm adding my exponents. 3b squared times 7 is a plus 21b squared. In the red, I'm now doing the negative 2 times each term in that trinomial. So I've got negative 2b times b squared is a negative 2b to the third power. Negative 2b times negative 5b is a positive 10b squared, adding my exponents again. And negative 2b times negative 3 is a positive 6b. Then I've got negative 6 times b is a negative 6b. I'll do that one in blue, negative 6b. And a negative 6 times negative 2 is a positive 12. So I will combine these like terms. I'll be left with 10b cubed plus 31b squared. These will cancel, plus 12, which leaves me with an answer of D.